guys. How are all of you? Okay. This is going to start today. Tonight's going to start a series for 25 days of Christmas. So each day I'm going to show you something, and it could be live, it could be recorded. So it just depends on what's going on. So I want to make sure that I'm able to actually get through everything. So the number should change. I am actually going to use this great rustic Christmas countdown so that you know what video we're on. So stay tuned for more of that. All right. So tonight we're going to make a Christmas card, and it's going to be, pretty quick, pretty easy. I'm going to try to have everything ready for the most part, so that we can, make sure that we can get through them in pretty short order. But one of the things I wanted to bring up, and this is the only thing, is every Friday I send out a free Friday email, and it's sometimes a tutorial or a new color coach, maybe a card sketch. Sometimes it's free product, which is what this one was. And it's just a fun little, there's normally like a fun little game or contest or something like that. So this one today was to name the 8 reindeer, and you had to email me, and whoever was the 8th email with the correct answers wins the prize. And the prize this week is what is this? The iridescent adhesive back discs. So they're super flat, if you can see. So they're easy to put in the mail. Anyhow, they're absolutely gorgeous. We're actually going to use them on our project today. So just a fun thing. So if you go to fourseasonscrafts.com and you kind of scroll down on the right hand side, you'll see a place you can sign up for my newsletter. So if you do, I would love it. And then you'll start receiving these every Friday. So again, just something fun that you can receive in your mailbox. And again, it changes each week. I try to send it out over lunch. So sometimes they don't come out until much later in the day. But and I think there's been a couple times it's been like free Friday on Saturday. So anyhow, all right, you guys, we're going to make our first card, and we are just going to use a regular 4 or 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4 for our card base, and this is thick white cardstock. And then we're going to use these pieces from the Berry Christmas paper. And again, you can use any paper you have. So again, the layout is what we're after. These are 1 1/4 by 2.5, and I have 3 different ones that we're going to use. Then I used the color and contour dies, and I used this one here. This one right here is the one that I used to die cut out, and I used silver foil paper, 1 of these, and then 2 in Night of Navy. And then I used the Merriest Tree dies, these right here, and this is just an awesome set. So I know everything now is either on sale, or at least some of them are a little bit discounted. I think this is a carryover, so obviously it might not be, but it is a wonderful set. So if you don't get a chance to get it now, maybe you can ask for it for Christmas for next year. But it's this little tree right here, and it's kind of just the top of a tree, but it can be, it looks just like a regular tree. So that's the one we're gonna use. But you get all these dies and then all of these stamps if you get the bundle. So something to think about. All right, you guys. And then we have this piece of paper that's 3.5 by 5 3/8. So it's slightly off because we want to wrap some ribbon around it. So I've been going through this a couple different ways. I think I landed on the layout that I liked. So we'll see. All right, we'll do it a couple different ways. So that's basically our paper. So I'm going to show you the 2 ways that I'm thinking about laying this out, and then we might just have to see which one looks the best. All right, so here we go. So what I was going to do is put these pieces on both ends, and then take one of the red, one of the blue, and then put the one in the center and do it this way. But it was a little crowded is what I found. I just wasn't sure how much I liked it. So I decided to do it this way. And then I was going to remove that paper, that piece, and make it even a little bit simpler, really. And we're going to start over here. Put this one down on this side. Get that going the right direction. And then we'll put this one kind of in the middle there. And then we would have our tree kind of over here. And then we're going to put our sentiment down there. And then we're going to decorate it with some decorative dots. Plus, either use our silver twine. And this is out of the Simply Elegant trim. And I don't know about you guys, but I used up all the gold except for these little bit, but I still have the silver. And I thought, oh, this might be perfect. Kind of wrap it around that a little bit. And then we'll put our greeting below. So I don't know if you guys have any thoughts, but I think that's the direction we're gonna go. But I wanted to show you the other layout. Just in case you try this, you might wanna turn it landscape, and you could put the three right next to each other that way. So that's what that's gonna kind of be our layout for today. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna move this out of the way, grab our adhesive, and we will start adhering our paper to these little guys right here. So how are you guys all doing? Are you kind of in that Christmas mode now where you kind of have to, you're doing your wrapping and your shopping and you're putting up the tree and all of those fun things? I guess if we do 25 days of this, right, we could have a lot of things to talk about. We could start sharing recipes. That might be kind of fun, wouldn't it? If you have maybe we could do an appetizer and your favorite side dish. If you have a favorite recipe or something that you make, that would be kind of fun. I am always up for a new good recipe. All right, so all I did was adhere these right inside the middle of those boxes, and they fit perfectly. And it gives you, the dies themselves give a lot of dimension with the little slits and all that. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this twine, and this is kind of perfect actually, because it's gonna grab right inside these little grooves here. And we are just gonna turn it over and tie a bow, and that'll add a little bit of texture. Now I am turning this upside down. I think this is a left, because I'm left-handed. I think that's why it works better. Now, it might be not, and you guys can tell me if you're right-handed and it works the same for you, right? We always think we're special, people that are left-handed, right? All right, I'm gonna move this over here, make sure I have them at the exact same spot, and I'm just gonna put my finger on that right here and tie a bow. I'll try not to be too challenged today. It's so funny, you guys. I'm not great at bows, you know, but when it's funny when I even get on like doing a video, it seems to be like worse. It seems to take me extra long to tie a bow. And I am trying to keep it on the spool too, just so, all right. Now, when I get that, if I get the loops a little bigger than I want, I just have to pull on these, and then I'm gonna tighten it up again. Okay, now I might end up taping that a little bit on the back side, just to make it maybe a little bit stronger. So I think we're pretty good. I think it looks pretty good. There we go. All right, so now we're ready to adhere it to our card base here. So again, we're gonna glue these first two directly down, and then the next one we're gonna put up on dimensionals. So you can see this card is, for the most part, it is pretty quick to put together. Now granted, you know, the die cutting, but the other nice thing is it was all, each panel was the same die, so we could run those through pretty quickly. All right, so we're gonna put this one up here. And there we go. And then we'll take this one and we'll put it up on some dimensionals. So anyhow, tomorrow we are getting out all of our decorations, and I have an invite to get out for a class we're having in person. I'm a little late on that one, so hopefully some people will still be able to attend. It has been busy on all fronts, right? Work and everything, so sometimes it's easy to fall behind. All right, so now I'm going to put that right here on those dimensionals, and look at that. And now we're going to put our tree up here, and we're just going to let that kind of sit right there. Let's see, actually, I think I want to put it underneath, and I put my dimensional there, and now I'm kind of running into it, but you know what? I think we'll do it that way. I could pick that dimensional up, but I'm not sure I want to do that. So this is just to add a little bit of dimension up here. And we have that little tree right there and some trees here, so I think it kind of goes. And then we just need to stamp our greeting. And I think I forgot my ink. So you guys, I'm going to run grab that. We're going to use, we'll use blue, Night of Navy. And we're just going to do a pretty small greeting. And let me find our small block here. And again, we're just going to grab love and joy out of this one. Again, any greeting you have would go with this particular, okay, now that's funny, you guys. The greeting will go with any, or a card will go with any greeting. Sorry, all this, okay, so this is, there's a little funny. I lost for some reason. Our nice greeting that I had set aside is all of a sudden missing. I would say this is, you know, the first time something like that has ever happened, but you know, okay, that's okay. You know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna find another one. So let's look through our list, or our greetings that we have here. And you know what? We have one that says, 'tis the season. I think I like that one. We'll use that one right there. It will all work out. All right, here we go. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, if I don't find that stamp, it's gonna drive me crazy. So just a little, might get a little obsessed there. All right, so we're gonna do 'tis the season. And again, we all know, stamp right on this paper, and that could be good, that could be bad. We could stamp on a piece of white cardstock and put that down there. I just thought it was maybe a little much, so you'll practice one. We'll practice one, and then we'll stamp again. So we'll just make sure we're getting very nice getting a nice covered. And let me just put and there we have it. Oh. And then we're going to add a few of those discs on here. Again, these are super nice. They're flat and look really, I think we'll find one that maybe goes. What do you guys think? I'm thinking the red might be the best ones. So I think we'll take this putty end and see if we can, yep, there we go. We can kind of grab that off and we'll add a few to our tree up here. And then we'll put 2 down here as well. There we go. So I'm sure you guys know, right? You do them in 3s or in 5s. Lots of different ways you can put those little embellishments on your card. All right, guys, that is card number 1 for our first day of Christmas. So I hope you liked it. I look forward to coming back tomorrow with all of you, and we will make our next Christmas project. So again, it'll either be a project, a box, a bag, a little mini candle holder, whatever, but something, you know, something different each day leading up to Christmas. And I will not be live on Christmas, but I will have a video hopefully ready to go. All right, guys, thanks much for joining. We'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.